Here we go, is 6th grade Excel lesson number 32. We're going to be looking at coordinate points today. Coordinate points. For some kids, this is super easy. For some kids, they just don't seem to get it no matter how much they do it. So give it your best shot. Hopefully you won't be one of those kids that just is really confused on it. And here we go. The grid shown on the right is called a coordinate grid. Coordinate grid. The bottom line with an arrow to the right end is called the x-axis. And that's right here. This is the x-axis. And the vertical line to the left with the arrow at the top is called the y-axis. This is the y-axis. The point where the x-axis and y-axis intersect is called the origin. This is called the origin. Just like something that's original is one of a kind, the origin of something is where it starts, and so this coordinate grid starts right there at 0, 0. A point is referred to by x and y coordinates related to the origin. The coordinates for a specific point are called an ordered pair. The x coordinate is given first and then the y coordinate. An ordered pair would look like this. Here's the letter A. This is an ordered pair. First we do x. First we see how far we go over. 1, 2 spots over, just like they show you right here. To get to this A, I'm going to move over 2 spots, so now that I'm directly below it. So my x, and x comes first in the alphabet before y, so x is first in your ordered pair. Got the x first. You're going over 2, and then how far do you have to go up to get to that point A? You're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to the A. So the y, meaning how far you go up, is 4. How far you go over is 2 to get to it. How far you go up is 4. X, y, 2, 4. That's called an ordered pair right there. All right. On our chart, point L is the origin. Here's L right here. Its coordinates are 0, 0. Right here, 0, 0. The coordinate reference for point A is 2, 4, as I just showed you. The x-coordinate, the first number, tells how far horizontally the point is from 0, how far we go over. And the y-coordinate, the second number, tells how far vertically the point is from point 0. How high up is this? It's 4 up. Point A is 2 to the right of the origin and 4 up from the origin. An easy way to remember the order of numbers is to remember that x comes before y in the alphabet, as I just mentioned to you. So another way to remember how to find these points on the coordinate grid is that you picture that there's an airplane, that this is a runway, and the airplane, here's an airplane, oh that's a great looking airplane, huh? Is going to take off. So it's going to go down the runway first, and then woo, fly up in the air. Now, of course, airplanes don't go like this when they take off, but that makes a lot more sense to have the airplane doing that than it does have the airplane doing that. Airplanes are not going to go up first and then over. They're going to go down the runway and then take off up in the air to get to that point. So remember, down first, down the runway, then up. You do not draw a line when you're showing where this is. You're only drawing a point, that one point. But you go over a certain number of jumps and then up a certain number of jumps, and that's how you get to the point. That's how you identify the location of that ordered pair, that point on the coordinate grid. Okay, refer to the graph and fill in the correct numbers that identify the location for each point on the grid. So we're going to look at this grid right up here, which you should have on your paper. And then number 1 says point B. We find point B, which is located right there. And then we decide what are the x and y numbers that we need to follow in order to get to that point B. Remember our plane. Let's put some little wheels on it there. And okay. Our plane is going to take off by going down the runway first. So to get to that B, it's going to come down here. It's going to stop on the 7 because now I'm going to go up to that point B from there. So my first number is 7, which we call the x. X is 7. Once I get to 7, then I'm going to say, well, how far up do I have to go to get to that B? And if you look over here, you can see that I'm going up 5. And so the y is 5. 5 is the second number in my ordered pair. All right, I know that's real. For some of you guys, you're like going, oh, that's so easy. Why are you going so slow? Well, some kids they just really have a hard time not only learning this, but remembering it. So I want to make sure it's super clear for the people that might struggle with it. Okay, we're going to do point C together. Get ready to write on your paper. Here's point C, and remember the plane's going to go down the runway first. How far down the runway does it go to get underneath that point C? Going just on the ground here, on the floor, on the runway. We have to go to 5. So we're going to put a 5 in here. We know that x is equal to 5. Now once I get to 5, how far up do I go to get to that point C? I go up 2, right? 5, 2. Here's the 2 over here. That C is too high up off the ground. Now, you do not draw, let me erase this. When you are showing or finding points on a grid, you do not draw lines the way I did. I'm drawing those lines so that you can see where my brain is looking, my eyes are looking, what I'm thinking about. All you do is you write down 5, 2. You don't do this. There's no lines involved in this, excuse me, other than what's given on your paper. The only thing that you're worried about is the point, not any lines that you're drawing to get to that point. Okay, here are 3 more problems. I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can tell where points D, E, and F are up here on the grid. They're written kind of, you probably can't see it too well, but they're in red up here to make it a little bit easier for you. Pause the video, turn it back on after you have the solutions. All right, so point D, you're going to go over down the runway. Remember the plane goes down the runway first. Down to 9 to get to D because that's directly under the D. And then you go up to the D, which is 3 up from the bottom. So 9 over 3 up. If you wrote 3, 9, then your plane is taking off by going up first in the air and then flying over. It makes no sense. Remember, the plane's going to go down here first and then up. We really hardly ever use this line at all when we're finding coordinate points. We're going down this. The x gets used all the time, and then we see how far we go up. The only time we would use this line or go on top of that line is if the first number was 0. We had a point someplace on here. Okay, so let me get all that mess off of there. And 9, 3. So x is equal to 9. That's how far over we went, was 9. And y is equal to 3. How far up we went? We went up 3. Point E, here's point E right here. To get to point E, I'm going to travel with my plane over to 5. And then I'm going to come up 6, as you can see right here, to get to point E. So the answer is 5, 6. 5 is x, y is 6. Point F, right here, going to go over to 7 and up 1. First number is 7 for x, y is 1. 7, 1. Okay, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and try to find, we have not done, I guess we did A on the last page. Is that the same one? Yes, we did A and we did C. Or no, we did A, B, and C. So go ahead and do G and H, which we haven't done yet. I want you to put them over here so you can get a little extra practice. And all I want you to do is put your answers like that. Just the coordinates, okay? So pause the video, write the answers for G and H. Turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, G is over 2, up 1. So the answer is 2, 1. X is 2, y is 1. H, right here, I'm going to go over 3, up 5. So the answer is 3, 5. X is 3, y is 5. Thanks for watching.